What can I say about Chinaman? What's up, brother?
Can you smell what the wok is cooking? Yeah. Smells like hot dog fried rice.
Chinaman in the building. He's going to be at Looney's New Year's Eve. You're doing a show with Gretchen S.
Yes.
So
I've not ever met Gretchen S.
You've never met her?
No.
We were going to try to get you, her, and Al in here today. Eric said, I guess she's coming in later.
And Al's working this weekend. Why
Right.
can't Al
No,
wake
we
up?
had Al this
Already
morning.
here. Was he funny?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was hilarious.
All right, cool.
It's always good seeing Al.
All right, good. So Al opened up for me. Which
Al-
he was going to open up for me New Year's, but he's not going to open up this time.
Right.
He's on the flyer, but yet he got the jet. So it's just me and Gretchen.
So you and
I know
Gretchen,
that.
which is enough. Which is more than enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've never met Gretchen, but she's going to headline, or you headline. How's it work?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I headlined. Well, he was supposed to be the feature because
Okay.
he was headlining, and so I'm New Year's is kind of a special headlining night. So,
Right.
So a lot of times you make what you make in you make about 3/4 of what you make in 1 week in one night.
Oh.
Doing
Nice.
New Year's.
Okay.
So that's the biggest gig. So what happened was he was doing the week before, and then he was going to be held over to be my middle guy.
Oh, okay.
Well, he ended up getting a New Year's gig, which was 3/4
Elsewhere.
of what he normally would get. So he did not want to open for us no more. But it was okay. We just Eric was totally fine with that.
Yeah.
So then Gretchen slides in, and then she has to open feature now. So she's going to do about a little longer time. But I hear
Okay.
she's a headline. I hear she's a headline. So
Okay.
She's hilarious.
She's very funny.
yes.
Very funny. Not as funny as you.
So
But she's
I
funny.
don't know. It's subjective. Objective.
Right.
What is it? Subjective.
Subjective, I think, is the, yeah.
I
There
never.
you go.
As many times as I use those two phrases, I've never learned what either one of them means. I just question it every time I say it, and then somebody else comes like, "Oh, yeah, subjective." Yeah.
So New Year's at Looney's.
Yeah.
My man Chinaman Gretchen has 2 shows to choose from. You can go to 7:30 show. It's only $25 per couple, and that's if you purchase before the 26th. If you purchase after the 26th, which is now, it's $30, and then you guys are also doing a 10 o'clock show,
Yes.
so you can actually bring in the new year.
Yes.
That's pretty dope.
Yes, it is. One of the things that's a little annoying is they pass out the little during my set. During my set. So it's like,
So you
hey,
got drunk people playing.
I know, I'm telling jokes on it. Hey, can you stop that just for a second?
Right? Can you guys keep it down?
But you can't.
Right?
It's like back in the I liken it back in the 80s whenever we used to sing Vanilla Ice and everybody was like, all right, stop. All right, stop. All right, stop. All right, and then we try to get everybody to stop. But that doesn't work because when you tell everybody, hey, stop, they're like, all right, stop. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. All right, stop. And it's like, okay, stop. No, all right, stop. All right, stop. You know what I mean? So it's like that.
That's got to be loads of fun dealing with that. So for those of our listeners that don't know you,
I was trying to
tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Where are you from, brother?
I am from Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
And check this out. I moved here to Colorado Springs.
Nice.
This is one of the top 5 stages in the U.S., this comedy club. If you've never been to a comedy club,
Yeah.
this is the great representation of a comedy club. Most comedy clubs you go to in the U.S., they have a pole in the middle of the room. Supporting, not for dancers or anything,
Right.
but supporting the room up. You know what I mean? Holding
Right.
the roof up. This place does not have a single pole in the room. You can see everybody.
Yes.
I was just telling Jay on the way over here, man, they got hecklers. You can see everybody so well that sometimes hecklers will heckle hecklers. You know what I mean? Some dude will be on the other side of it. Shut up, dude, with the silly hat. And it's like, whoa, hey, you guys don't really need me, do you? You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'll just leave. You guys continue.
But it is one of the best. I've been touring for over 25 years.
Yeah.
So, and I did 7 voices on Dragon Ball Z. In
Yes.
case your listeners are wanting to know, I did people always ask, hey, Dragon Ball Z, did you always want to do Japanese anime? Like I sat at home watching Japanese. I don't know what that is. I mean, how can I practice for Dragon Ball Z? You know, Dragon Ball Z was dubbed into English.
Yes.
And if you'll notice, some of the storyline doesn't follow because they had to try to get some of the word flaps to match. So every now and then you have a character that just says, "Oh, check out that ball." And it's like, why did he say that? Why did he say that? Because they didn't have anything for that character to say. You know what I mean?
Right.
So every now and again you'll get that, but it was really boring doing voices for Dragon Ball Z. People say, "Oh man, that must have been a blast." No, it's not like The Simpsons. Where they sit around. You know, it's me in a booth by myself. The Simpsons, they sit around and it's 6, 7 people. Don't March, we better hurry up and get this signed. Well, of course, if you sign it, Homer, we'll be able to make sure it's real. Mr. Simpson, get to signing it now. You know what I mean? It's like that. Whereas if you're in Dragon Ball Z, you're just in a booth all by yourself, right? And you sit there and it's screaming. One fight took like 5 episodes, man. So I mean, it would be like, "Hey Jace, how about the purple spiral flash attack?" Then they would break for a commercial, right?
Nice.
And then they'd come back from the commercial. To be continued. I mean, one fight was 5 episodes. So it was. People are like, "Man, it must have been a blast." No,
not fun at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. We're going to pay some bills.
Let's do it.
Chinaman, you're going to come hang out. You'll stick around for a little bit?
Yeah.
Because we got some more good stuff for you. And you can give some more good stuff. That Simpsons stuff was awesome.
Yeah. Hey, thanks.
Because last time you were here, I know you did the Dragon Ball Z, but you didn't do the Simpsons last time.
Yeah.
That was good stuff.
I do over 100 voices. So.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Good.
That's my main thing.
All right, y'all. Keep it locked this morning. Boombox, we're hanging out with my man, Chinaman. He's going to be at the New Year's Eve at Looney's. He's Functified Friday mix with my man, DJ Albie, on the 1s and 2s. You know, we still got my man, Chinaman, still in the building. Hey! Kidwok chilling out with us.
Kidwok, Chinaman. You know, I had to go by Kidwok for a while because we got too politically correct and people were getting...
they didn't like the Chinaman?
Yeah, but you know what? It's weird for me because when I was going by Kidwok, people started to say, "Hey, kid. Hey, kid."
Right.
I'm 48. Hey, kid. Hey, kid. Hey, no! Quit calling me kid. How many times I tried to bust out of this for 48 years.
Right.
And I'm going right back to being called kid.
Like, well, hey,
I just got mature.
You just...
So I'm going back to Chinaman. Kidwok was a little of a hiatus, and that's awesome. I like to brand. So that branding has helped me because you know the first my real name is Mark Britton.
Right.
So whenever
you have like the whitest name ever.
Well, whenever I was in thank my white dad. If you can see my dad was the whitest guy ever. It really is. So I mean, it is. And my mom always used to say, "Hey, you don't look Filipino. You look like a little Chinaman." And so that's why I go by Chinaman. All right,
Chinaman. I like it.
So, but then you get other people, and then Asian people sometimes get offended, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm not saying Chinaman. I'm not going around pulling my eyes back and going, 'Hey, let me build railroad for you.' You know what I mean? I'm not doing that." So I said, "So I'm Chinaman. I'm a superhero, like Superman or Spider-Man.
Right.
Nobody ever says, 'Hey, look up in the sky. It's Superman.' It's Spider-Man. No. It's Spider-Man or Superman. It's not Chinaman."
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
That's funny. Hey, y'all, don't forget, he is going to be out at Looney's Comedy Corner this weekend. Not today. Sorry. Thinking out.
Yeah.
It's going to be Sunday, 7:30 to 12:30. I think you guys have a show at 7:30, and then you have another one at...
We have 2 shows.
10 o'clock.
Yes, 7:30, 10 o'clock. And the 10 o'clock is going to have a buffet afterwards. The 10 o'clock also comes with a champagne... toast and a bottle of champagne per table.
I like that.
So
I like that.
I'll be giving away some Bitcoin.
He has been talking to us about Bitcoin
I'll be giving away, and that's a way to get people to do stuff now. You know what I mean? It's like
just
legal.
Give some Bitcoin.
Well, you couldn't be like, "I'll give you some dollar bills. You show up." You know what I mean? That doesn't work. But you just, "I'll give you some Bitcoin." Oh, wow, okay. It's like, okay.
This Bitcoin thing has completely taken over society. Yeah. It's crazy. All right, so I know I've asked you this
I am the
before.
first comedian to be on the blockchain for Bitcoin, by the way.
Really?
I'm the first comedian to be selling his stuff for royalties.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Okay.
So anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Very cool. No, that's good. Okay, so tell us what you got going on. Let everybody know what's coming up for Chinaman. I know we have, obviously, the New Year's Eve show at Looney's, but what else you got in the works, man? What else is going on?
Well, I am working on my new show. The thing is I've been doing comedy for 25 years,
Right.
so I've kind of came here to kind of forget who I was, to redo my show.
Right.
So within the next year or so, I'll be coming out with a show that has more impressions. I want to go more impression heavy. You know, right now my show is kind of, I'd say 60-40, 60 impressions, 40% stand-up, which I'm good at stand-up, but there's a lot of other people better at stand-up than I am.
Okay.
And I enjoy doing the voices. I imagine whenever I do the voices, like certain voices that people don't do, like here's one that nobody.
Okay.
Hi, thank you very much. Where are you from? What do you do for a living? My son, remember Charles. 2 guys walking in a bar.
Bobcat.
Bobcat.
Whenever I do
Wow.
voices, it makes me feel like I imagine when somebody hits a great note in singing. It feels like something is coming out of my body. It's an adrenaline rush for me.
Wow.
You know, so that's the more of the rush that I get on stage.
Right.
So if I can do more impressions, and I'm going to try to bring more of those in, but it's difficult because trying to find out what impression everybody in the room knows. I mean, who was it? Albie said, "Hey, can you do Archie Bunker?"
Oh, yeah.
Eat it. Oh, Gigi, would you just stay? Archie, we gotta make sure the girls are gonna be here. Oh, G's there, eat it. But then again, okay,
Like 5 people.
yeah, 5 people that are over 48. You just gave away your age.
No, I'm not over 48.
All right.
He's close, though. Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you. He's
40,
close.
around 48?
I'm only 29. I don't know.
Okay, all right. 29. then he gave that big ass laugh. You can't laugh after you say you're 29 and you go, I know, yeah, no, that don't work that way.
Hey, yo, Chinaman's going to be at Looney's Comedy Corner New Year's Eve. He's going to have Gretchen Hess is going to be in the building as well. You know I'm going to ask you this. I ask everybody this all the time. Dead or alive, comedian you wish you could work with?
I did work with him in the past, and you mentioned him again. I wish I could have worked with him again. Mitch Hedberg.
Oh.
I'd worked with Mitch in '93. Mitch opened for me. And it was
Wow.
weird. Him and his girlfriend were there at the gig, and they were all excited. Hey, do you smoke pot? I was like, what? Yeah, I do, but I don't smoke it in my room. That's what I told him. So later on, we're smoking it in their room. You know, but that's the only story I remember was he was so excited to smoke pot. So we worked together about twice, and then after that, I didn't see him, and then we kept in touch a little bit,
Right.
but in passing. But the next thing you know, I heard he lost a leg.
Yeah.
And then I heard that he was so that's
Right.
that's the guy right there.
Funniest cat you ever worked with?
Funniest cat
Male or
I've ever
female?
worked with. Let's see. Geez, man, that's a weird question. Carrot Top.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah,
Before
I
the
got to work for Carrot. Yes.
when he was Carrot
No.
Top.
In Vegas, whenever he
In
was
Vegas,
he was open for him once.
He's,
Okay.
and here's the thing. He changed, like, prop comedy. I remember when he first came out.
I love it.
And how I think it's hilarious.
You know what happened was all of these comics got upset over people getting more laughs over prop comedy, that they chased all the prop comics, they chased all the voice comics out. If you realized how many times I've been told, man, you're hack. Your act is hack because, and I'm like, well, you know what's hack is the fact that you don't do voices.
Right.
You don't do voices. That's hack.
What was his name? Bob Nelson. He was on.
Yes.
Remember him?
Bob
When he
Nelson
did
was
the
on.
helmet and
Bob
showed him a
Nelson.
pants?
Dude, that's hilarious.
That is one of the best
Hilarious.
bits
That's what
I
I
have
mean.
ever seen in my life.
But comics became such purists that they started to get rid of and you have to have such thick skin to stay in it.
Yes.
So, and that's why for 25 years, I was able I'm one of the few voice acts that's left out there.
Right.
I mean, there's probably about 10 of us, maybe 20. I don't know.
Maybe 20.
Pablo Francisco was
Yeah.
one, and he and I grew in comedy together.
Yeah.
I got Pablo started in stand-up,
Wow.
back in 92.
All right, y'all. We're going to take a break. Get out of here. Thank you for coming in, brother.
Yes.
We always appreciate you coming in. It's good to see you. Make sure you go check out my man, Chinaman. He's going to be at Looney's on Sunday, New Year's Eve party, y'all. Make sure you get out there. Him and Gretchen Hess will be out there. You can get tickets at 1305 North Academy Boulevard. and we'll also put up a way for you guys to go to our Facebook page and get a couple tickets for you. Thanks again, brother.
Yeah, you know you're looking for that last minute thing to do.
That's
Get out
right.
there.
That's right. There you go. Champagne too. Come on.
Smell
man.
what the wok is cooking.
Y'all keep it locked.